All right, hey, what's going on, 518? Happy frickin' Thursday. It is about time. Welcome again to another episode of Unsigned518's Weekend Spotlight. I'm your host, BJ Schwinghammer. It's a little podcast where we just like to take a few things out of the weekend lineup and music going on in the 518 and show them off to you, see what we find, see what you can find. So, let's begin. Actually, before we really get into it, I just wanted to touch base on last week's Descendants show. Andy and I had the chance to go see it, and it was everything that we had hoped it was going to be. It was, it's in Albany, it's at a smaller venue, which I really enjoyed. They were tight as hell. The opening bands were fantastic, especially Liquid Mike. Check them out. And, Milo was doing his thing. He was just getting down into it, just getting down into the floor and just handed off his mic and everything like that. For a guy who's in his early 60s, he kicked ass, and they all did. Handed the mic off and just getting into it with the people was a lot of fun to see. And it reminds me of, about a year ago, we went to go see NoFX. And it was a big thing. It was a whole big, festival. You had the Circle Jerks. You had the Bouncing Souls. You had some great acts going on and great crowds. And people were camping out all day and vomiting and just having, the big full-day festival party. And it was incredible. But as a contrast, seeing the Descendants in a much more, a smaller, more intimate kind of setting, like a punk show, where you got a lot of, dads and old dudes hanging out with, punk shirts on and their battle vests and stuff like that. And it was such a different experience from a punk band that I love and respect so much. And it was just great to see them, get that close and just have everybody just into it. Nobody wanted to start any shit. There were no fights. People were just there to enjoy the music. And it was so much fun. So I just had to say that. It was great to go see a major act at a small venue just doing the thing. It was fantastic. Anyways, speaking of seeing acts, night 3 at Stella's Pasta Bar and Bistro in Schenectady at 4:30. It's night 3 of Stockade-a-Palooza Stock. So, this is the third one. I don't know if you guys made it to the first two, but it's great lineups. It's always a lot of fun. This particular night is going to have acts like Roseway, The Sugarhold, of course, E-Block. Those guys are awesome too. It's a great lineup. You should absolutely check that out if you have the opportunity, because just, going around the Stockade is always a lot of fun anyways. And I decided to pick out a song from Roseway. So this is off their 2024 self-titled album. This is Roseway and Summer Run.
Someone to do it for us.
you go. That was Roseway, and their song was Summer Run. All right, tomorrow, what is going on with Friday? No Fun, again, Troy, 7 p.m. They've got a nice lineup. It's a lineup of really cool, chill music. It's the kind of show you can just go, relax, grab some beers, or grab some waters, and just chill out and start enjoying your weekend. They've got H74, The Last Miller, Service Industry, and Galeen, I believe it's pronounced. And we enjoy these acts so much, we decided to go two songs on this show. So the first one that we're gonna do is The Last Miller, their latest single. I think it just came out the 1st of this month. So sit back and listen to 25 by The Last Miller. Alright, that was The Last Miller with the song 25. Like I said, that's just indicative of what the show is going to be like. It's going to be nice, it's going to be chill, it's going to be awesome, it's going to be great music. And we're just going to head right into a song by Service Industry. Once again, nice, chill, cool, awesome song. This song is called Hot Commodity, that came out in May of this year, I believe. So, Service Industry with Hot Commodity.
Stack
right, once again, that was Hot Commodity by the Service Industry. No Fun's always a blast to go to, and that's going to be a great show. And to anyone who goes to it, I'm sure you will enjoy it immensely. All right, going into Saturday. Now, Saturday, we've got a little bit of jazz. So this one's going to be at 518 Craft in Troy at 5 p.m. And Janine Outerkirk, who has been around for a bit, and she's always laying down that silky jazz. So if you're into jazz, definitely go see her. 5 p.m. too. It gives you lots of time to just get some dinner first, get some drinks after. It's gonna be wonderful. Album is Nightingale, and the song is Pure Imagination. It's a nice little jazz retelling of a classic song, so enjoy.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look, and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in a world of my creation. What you'll see will defy explanation. And if you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Want to change the world, there's nothing to it. There is no life I know to compare with pure imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly wish to be. Begin with a spin, traveling in the world of my creation. What you'll see will defy explanation. And if you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do, there is no life I know to compare with pure imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you choose.
That was Pure Imagination by Gene Odenkirk with Ted Firth, by the way. So those two together make a fantastic team. So go to 518 Craft, 5 p.m. in Troy, head over there and just enjoy and relax. Have at it. And speaking of having at it, our band show. It is that time once again for our band show, one of the best things to ever happen to 518 Music. Yeah, guys, tell us what's going on with our band show.
What is going on, BJ? Christian here again with our band show, and today we're back with another clip from the Unsigned518 showcase, this time featuring Albany area's very own New Monarchy. I'm not going to talk too much here because the guys do an excellent job of explaining their sound, and we'll show that clip in just a second, but what I'll say is, as someone who's performed in many different types of bands, I was in a hardcore band on Victory Records back in the day called Meridian, and then a synth-pop band on Anchor 84 Records called The Stash, and as a solo folk artist, I've released countless records. I love all types of music, and as a fan of music in general, the love and art form of music in general, New Monarchy truly have something for everyone. So let's hear from the guys how they explain their sound.
Like a lot of bands, we're all talented. I'll start by saying that. John's a fantastic drummer. Patrick composes the most amazing piano pieces I've ever heard in my life. Dan cannot function unless he's actively writing something. So a lot of the songs that have come out started as like huge projects and huge like orchestrations made by Dan, and then we come in and we tweak and we make it feel like a New Monarchy song, whatever that means. As far as like the twist into like heavier stuff, I will take a little bit of the blame. That started around the time I joined the band, and I have a predominantly metal background. I'm in 2 other bands that are nowhere near the genre of New Monarchy, but I mean, I'm like, hey, Dan, listen to this music. And then all of a sudden he's like, hey, I wrote this song. It's in A standard. And I'm like, that's not going to work. So put it in drop D and we'll take it from there.
Yeah, A standard's pretty low. That's like true chugging territory.
Yeah.
Makes my back hurt just thinking about it. No, but that's really cool. And where do the samples come in? What's the inspiration behind all this? The really cool sonic tapestry we're hearing, the sound effects, the additional synthesizers. I love it. And what's the creative impetus behind that?
Well, like what I was saying earlier, when Patrick and I first started writing together when we were like middle school, the first types of songs that we were writing were like all film scores. We really like the Jason Bourne movies. John Powell. Yeah, John Powell, I think, is the composer for like all those soundtracks. So having all those like weird background elements that are stereo hitting you at different rates and different times kind of always stuck with us. And it just kind of crawled into New Monarchy.
Well, there you go. It really is truly a unique collaboration between 4 very talented dudes and very nice people. We got to work with them, and I must say they were a pleasure. So with that said, you guys know the deal. We're going to play you a song from their live set in just a second. But before that, please, of course, support Andy and BJ here at the Weekend Spotlight. But we'd also appreciate it at our band show if you gave us a like, subscribe, or followed us on any of our social media channels. We're on YouTube at Our Band Show, Instagram and Facebook at Our Band Show, and of course TikTok at Our Band Show. So I'm going to leave it here. Thank you, BJ. Thank you, Andy. And let's rock out with a tune.
This next song is called Hostage.
the sky. And I love you, and I love you. And you love me, and you love me. Woo! Come on, come on! Put the money in the bag and make it fast. Got something I need and want it bad. There's nothing you can say to me. Do as I said and you'll be free. I can be your only one that saves you from my gun. You look to me with those eyes, you see right through my disguise. And I love you, I love you, do you love me? And I hate you so set me free. And I love you till you love me. I'm suffocating, I can't breathe. But I love you, and you hate me, But I love you, and you hate me, But I love you, and you hate me, But I love you, and you hate me. Whoa. I hate it, I love it, I hate it, I love it, I hate it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I hate it, I love it, I hate it, I love it, I hate it, I love it, and I hate it!
All right, thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate it. Once again, Our Band Show. If you haven't had the chance to check them out yet, they are on TikTok, they're on Facebook, they're on Instagram. YouTube has so much great content from them, working with some of your favorite local artists. You will be surprised and have so much enjoyment just watching what they do and the people they do it with. You can always go to www.ourbandshow.com too and check that out. And you should. And there you go. All right. Hot Single of the Week. It's the Metroland Now's Hot Single of the Week. It's a little list cultivated by TJ Foster, and we're gonna do something a little bit different on this one this week. So we usually put out, I try to put out a nice melange of different kinds of music and different kind of artists and stuff like that. And I thought I would take it to another degree, because a lot of people listening to this, they got a little bit of age on them. They got some kids kicking around. Some of them still, like mine, are pretty young. So I came across this one that TJ was recommending from an artist called Watch Reggie Run. Now, this is a children's song. You might be going, what are you doing? And you know what? Why don't you shut up for a second and I'll tell you. So Watch Reggie Run has a great little song called Tiny Little Bites. And it's, how to eat properly and not to gorge yourself. You take tiny little bites. In this song, it's pizza. So, it's I'm having a lot of fun, and I'm not saying, hey, stop this and grab your kids and have them listen to this on this podcast, because on this it is an explicit podcast, so I could just drop the word fuck at any given point. So don't do that, but definitely check the song out and listen to it on wherever you can find any kind of streaming. They're all over the place, thankfully. So, all right, here it is. Watch Reggie Run, and the song is Tiny Little Bites.
I used to try to put a whole pizza in my mouth, but now I just nibble at it like a baby mouse, chewing every piece so that I won't choke, 'cause I don't want to give my poor grandmother a stroke. I'm learning to eat right every morning, noon and night, and I take little tiny bites. I take little tiny bites, like the beetles and termites. I take little tiny bites. I used to try to swallow a bagel all at once. Not a very popular kitchen table stunt. My mother cuts them into safer sizes just for me. Smaller than an apple, but larger than a pea. I'm learning to eat right every morning, noon and night, and I take little tiny bites. I take little tiny bites, like the beetles and termites. I take little tiny bites. Mealtime should always be for rest and relaxation, not about anxiety, stress, or irritation. I'm trying to enjoy my food at a slower pace, 'cause breakfast, lunch, and dinner should never be a race. I'm learning to eat right every morning, noon and night, and I take little tiny bites. I take little tiny bites, like the beetles and termites. I take little tiny bites. I take little tiny bites. I take little tiny bites, like the beetles and termites. I take little tiny bites. I take little tiny bites.
All right, that was Watch Reggie Run. The song is Tiny Little Bites. It's a wonderful little children's song. It's got some good rock to it, though, of course, as you notice. So, you know, it's from their 2025 single. So well done, guys. Thank you for having some good music for the kids kicking around in the 518. We really appreciate you. And speaking of that, we appreciate the Metroland. The Metroland is back. It's back in physical form. So go out and grab one. If you cannot find one, go to themetroland.com and go to contact and just reach out to people. Reach out to me. You can go to you can send me a message at Weekend Spotlight with no E's. Check it out and be like, Schwinghammer, I can't find a Metroland. And I'll be like, I'm on it. I'll do what I can for you. And obviously, then you have www.themetroland.com. And if you've never been to the site, just go on the site. The breadth of information that you have from all creative aspects of things going on in the local area is deep and profound. So definitely check that one out. You can also go on Instagram and Facebook to find the Metroland, but it is all over the place, and it's just getting bigger, and it's just growing bigger and faster every day, which is fantastic. And all right, everybody, that is it for me today. All right, I hope to see you out there this weekend. We'll get me and the fam. You might see us traipsing around somewhere. So if you see me running at you screaming with my arms out ready to give you a hug, I saw you. So there you go. Enjoy your weekend. You deserve it. We all deserve it. I'll see you next week. You stay cool, 518.
I'm calling shotgun. Where's the party tonight? Let's take a ride with Schwinghammer driving. It's the Weekend Spotlight.
Weekend Spotlight is a production of Unsigned518 and part of the Metroland Now network of podcasts. Unsigned518's Weekend Spotlight is produced by Andy Scullen and hosted by BJ Schwinghammer. Look for new episodes every week at themetroland.com and everywhere you stream podcasts.